Monetize your online following. Do you have something like maybe a TikTok channel and you don't know what to put in your link in bio? Feel bad about it. Maybe you grew a following of like 25,000 people, and maybe those 25,000 people don't seem to understand how long it takes to be on TikTok for free, and you can't afford to do that. And the TikTok Creator Fund really doesn't pay anything except the people at the very, very top. Maybe you're thinking of starting an online following, or you just want to make money online, want to find out what it's like. And if you're like a lot of people, you probably also feel bad about making money. And don't worry if your holdup is that you just don't want to put your face out there. You don't have to. You can be completely anonymous. Below there is a link to a free course I'm teaching called We Will Survive This, which you may be viewing this video from that course, but if not, you might have found it on YouTube. The strategy that I suggest to you, and I'm just going to go through it quickly and we'll go through all these in detail. Blogging/YouTube. Add-ons like podcast subscriptions or consulting only if you want to. Add more digital products over time, like courses or ebooks. By digital products, I mean things that people can buy over and over again. You don't have to ship them. All you do is drive traffic to it. And number 4 here, drive traffic with TikTok or other social media. And while doing that, gather an email list, gather your following. And I have a free tool I'm going to walk you through in this course to show you how to do all of this. To get started, go to the link below this video where it says sign up here. This is where you can create a forever free account that you can use to make money, and I've done it myself. With a free account here, you can absolutely create a blog, create an entire website, offer a subscription like Patreon, free or paid, sell or give away a course, sell or give away ebooks, other services, create sales funnels if you know what those are. If not, no big deal. And also create and keep an ongoing email list. All of those can be used to either nurture your current following or to build a brand new following. If you're thinking of starting one, you can start with absolutely nothing. But you can definitely use these to make passive income in many ways. In this video, I'm going to lay out a YouTube blogging strategy. I suggest starting with YouTube because if you're not doing this, you're missing out on one of the biggest streams of passive income that anyone could create right now. It just takes consistency and creating 5 to 10 minute videos. You can do it cheap or free, except for your time investment. This lets you get your message out there to people who shame you into working for free. This gives you an option, like let's say you feel bad charging for something that you should probably charge for. YouTube gives you a way that if you get monetized, you can make money and share your information for free. The goal with YouTube is to get your channel monetized, but even if you don't, a YouTube channel can lead to other ways of making money. It's the greatest way to link to your website, to link to affiliate programs you want to promote or products you want to sell. So really, if for some reason you never get a YouTube channel monetized, it's okay. You can definitely still make money with it. And like I said, you can get started for free. Now, the great thing a lot of people don't realize about TikTok, let's say you have no subscribers, it's a brand new account. Maybe all you do is respond to people's videos. You can still add YouTube and Instagram to your TikTok profile. This is a gift a lot of people don't realize because you just don't know who's going to subscribe to your YouTube channel. You're going to have more YouTube subscribers and Instagram followers if you work on it. If you try to get those, if you try to build a following, but even if you don't, from day one of your TikTok profile, you can add these links. You just have to be logged in from the same phone because it's going to switch you to those apps to add it to your profile. Now, to add a website link to your TikTok page, you have to either have 1,000 followers for a personal account or you have to upgrade to a business account. But no, the fact that you can add YouTube and Instagram right away is huge. Maybe you already have a YouTube channel, but it's not growing. What kind of content are you uploading? Are you being consistent? And are you just going live, doing a live podcast? What I've seen in a lot of channels that aren't making it is because all they do is go live. And it's great to go live and do a podcast, but I think only for certain channels, like people who already have a following, and I think that might work. But for other people who maybe you're new to YouTube and you don't have a following elsewhere, like you're not a famous author or a famous podcaster already, to cultivate your niche, it's best to organize your topics, be consistent, and make a list of 10 topics in your niche that you can make videos for between 5 and 10 minutes long. Now, why between 5 and 10 minutes? Because at 8 minutes, when you do get monetized, that means you get an ad in the 4-minute mark, mid-roll ad, and so that's more revenue. I don't think that needs to be a hard and fast rule. I don't think you need to always go for 8 minutes. This isn't my only YouTube channel. I've got others that I've been growing and trying out various things, and what's worked for me so far, and as I head toward monetization, I've done a lot of research about this. The best advice I've taken so far is those 10 topics in your niche. Like, just think about some of the TikTok videos. Like, let's say you're already making TikTok videos. Just kind of make longer versions of those or make sort of documentaries. And if you don't want to put your face in them, like let's say you're on TikTok anonymously, you can still make anonymous videos on YouTube. Really. The best advice I got was Start with 10 videos that you plan on making over a course of a week. The first 3 upload in one day, maybe not back to back, but throughout the course of the day, upload 3 of them, because what that does, it lets the algorithm know what to expect. Then every day for the next 7 days, publish another video. And a lot of people will also tell you upload a video a day indefinitely until you're monetized. But if you can't do that, just do those first 10 over 7 days, then focus on one once a week at a minimum. There's no actual minimum video length, so I wouldn't stress over doing 8 minutes. Like, if all you can do is 5, please just do that, because it's better just to cultivate your niche. The best place to go for advice about this is just YouTube. Look for advice from other creators about thumbnails and titles and to attract the people in your niche. Now, if you're like, I don't have a niche, I don't even know what that is. If you're nicheless, just be you. Most people will tell you to make sure you have a well-defined niche, but I'm someone who struggled with that as well. So just be authentic. Just be your authentic self. That's going to go further than anything, than any niche is ever going to take you. Now, how do you monetize YouTube? And what does monetize mean, in case I didn't already mention it? It means to make money with. Right now, and this changes, this kind of advice changes. YouTube changes its requirements, and this doesn't guarantee anything, but you need to have 1,000 followers, 4,000 watch hours in the past year, and then you are eligible to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. If they deny you, they'll usually give you they'll send you an email that sort of tells you in a broad, general way why you were denied. It's usually because of something, maybe you have even just one video with a content violation. So go back over your videos, even your titles, make sure you're not infringing on copyright. Another thing to remember, especially if you're coming from TikTok, TikTok seems to allow more, how should I say, they're not as strict about usernames. Because I was going to say, make sure your TikTok username is the same as your YouTube, but it doesn't have to be. Definitely not. I have ones that are not the same, but it's good if you can. But if your TikTok username is something maybe obscene, I probably wouldn't use that on YouTube, because that might just, that alone might keep you from being monetized. TikTok's kind of the same way. TikTok's picky about language, but I think YouTube's pickier. As much as you might hate this, just try to be clean. Try not to be obscene. If you are denied, you can apply again in 30 days. And YouTube will give you a broad explanation about this. My strategy is blogging/YouTube. Why add blogging? It has to do with SEO, or search engine optimization, if you're not sure what that is. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Or more specifically, showing up in Google search results, which is something you definitely want if you're trying to build passive income. And when I say blog, I also mean website, which you can get for free with the sign up below. Just sign up for your free account. A lot of people who are new to doing anything online don't realize the importance of a website. They think it's all TikTok, all YouTube, all Instagram. You don't need anything outside of that, but any one of those places can shut your account down at any time without warning, and you may never know why. And then your followers can't find you, or it's going to be hard to find you if you have to get another account. Also, what if your current followers are trying to tell other people off the TikTok app about you, and they can't find you? A website gives them another place to find you, even if you're just uploading your TikTok videos to YouTube. For that reason, you always need a website. Think of your website as your little island in the middle of the vast ocean. There it is, your palm tree. If you don't have a website and you're just on social media, you're not on an island. You're on a rowboat that could flip over at any time. It could even be a yacht or a cruise ship, huge. Still not permanent. It could capsize, sink, be destroyed, pirates come along, anything. And while websites can also be taken down sometimes, it's way, way harder. No comparison. It takes a whole lot more. You'd have to really defame somebody. They have to file a notice, DMCA notice. It's not easy. So let me give you a brief history of my experience with SEO, search engine optimization. I've been designing websites since 1998. Back then, you could get on the first page of search engines that day, pretty much. And I remember even before, Google was just coming along. It was mainly Yahoo, Traffic, Excite, Hotbot, all these old places. Then all of a sudden, I remember, it was probably the year 2000, suddenly I start seeing a bunch of hits from a place called Google. Easier to rank in search engines prior to 2011. That's when Google released an algorithm update they called Google Panda. This started what they call a quality score and filtered out low quality content or duplicate content or people who were gaming the system with stuffing keywords, which doesn't work anymore. Don't try it. They're onto that trick. It's just going to downgrade you in a system. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. There have been other updates since then. I won't go into detail to say Penguin, Hummingbird, Mobile, RankBrain, Medic, Bird. Just certain things like the one called Mobile or Mobile, wherever you are, was to make it so websites were more mobile friendly. They're going to rank those higher. And since 2017, they've started calling these core updates, and Google is less transparent about the changes. However, they just really want quality content. They're focused on how fast your website loads. Is it free of tech issues? Is content focused? You'll get notices about readability issues, accessibility issues, all kinds of things, and there's a lot more competition. But cream still rises to the top. If you're good, you're gonna go further. In 2021, I learned, and a lot of people still don't know this, the best way to rank in Google is a YouTube video. Yes, Google owns YouTube. They are one and the same. If you create a YouTube account, it's also your Google account. This news isn't new. But what you might not know is that the YouTube artificial intelligence, the AI, is so good you don't need to add tags to your YouTube video anymore when you upload. I'll explain when I get to that part. Now, some people say you still have to, but from what I've seen, it's really not a requirement. You can just upload a video and it will show up not only in YouTube, but in Google based on the video's content. I'm going to link to a video below of a YouTuber who proved this. And because you might ask, let me talk about YouTube Shorts for a minute. That is a little different. With YouTube Shorts, you can upload videos up to 60 seconds long, and they're great. You can grow your main channel with them, but monetization is different. If people are just primarily doing YouTube Shorts, the payout's not going to be as much. I don't really even know what goes into that monetization. You can probably monetize both, so it's good to do both, especially if you're already doing TikTok. There's still a great way to promote your YouTube channel because they're going to show up in your main YouTube results. But you don't want to just be all shorts because it really, they have a different fund for shorts monetization. It's not as much. And when you upload these 60-second videos, you can also upload them to other places like Instagram Reels, Facebook, even Pinterest. And in fact, don't overlook Pinterest. It's got some great Google power, Pinterest and Twitter both, but we're not talking about Twitter right now. I'm just saying sometimes it's good just to have a social media profile at these places just for the search engine results. However, when you do that, when you upload to these other places, do not use the TikTok watermark. That means like if you created it in the TikTok app, remove the watermark, which there are ways to do that. You might want to Google that or even on YouTube, search YouTube for ways to do it. I've not done it myself, so I can't really say because I always create mine. And this is what I suggest other people do as well. Make videos outside of TikTok in the Splice app. Go to spliceapp.com or look on the App Store. If you want those TikTok effects like, beards, makeup, all that kind of stuff, you'll have to go ahead and record it in TikTok and remove the watermark. I mean, you can upload it watermarked to all the other places, but the algorithms are so good, they see it and they're going to downgrade your video because they don't want to link back to TikTok. Every platform wants to be the only platform. They want to keep you on there as long as possible. Below this video, there is a free document that I created. It just has my recommendations, what I use for making videos. Specifically for YouTube videos, I use iMovie, because I use a MacBook Air. iMovie is free on all Apple devices, including iPads, iPhones. But screen recordings, what I do is I use QuickTime with audio. I add a microphone. And I'm going to put a link also to a video below where I learned how to do that. Another great YouTuber whose name I can't recall off the top of my head, but you will see a link to his video below. He's the one where I learned this because I had no idea. Just the fact that I could do audio and video all in one file just saved me so much editing time. I will say though with QuickTime, like sometimes I'll use my audio in my iMovie. I'll just record there, and sometimes I'll use QuickTime. With QuickTime, I have to adjust the volume a little bit. I have to turn it up, but it's really okay. Sorry, I spelled this wrong. iMove. If you can't use iMove or iMovie, like I should have said, two that I've used that are free, but I haven't used them enough to really give you any advice about them. I can just tell you they're free to download. OBS Studio and OpenShot. They do different things, but anyway, just look into those if you want to edit videos for YouTube and you can't use iMovie. Another great way to do it, and I'm going to do a whole video about this later, but also for thumbnails, covers, anything like, your YouTube channel cover where you tell people to subscribe. Canva has tons of templates for these. It's really easy, especially Canva Pro. There's a link below. You can try for free. There's a 30-day free trial of Canva Pro. You can also use it to edit or create videos with your audio and image. They call it presentations, if you can see right here. In fact, that's what I'm using right now. I'm actually, I could create this in Canva and download it and put it in iMovie, but honestly, I find it easier just to create my little presentation, but I don't add audio and video to it because I'm using iMovie for that. But I create it here, and then I just do a screen recording with QuickTime and sound, and for me that works. But anyway, I'm going to do a video to show you presentations, because you actually can with Canva do presentations where you create videos and you can either download them and upload them places, or you can just send people a link to the video. It really works well. You can add your picture and everything, a lot easier than I've seen with other apps. But Canva also, the Pro version at least, has an app for your phone, which makes it easy too. So if you don't want to use Splice on your phone, like I recommended, you might just be able to use Canva Pro. I just feel like Splice has a bit more, but Canva Pro actually has a lot of great things where you can animate text. And before I forget, because this is basically just the basics of YouTube video, the YouTube video size is 16:9, or in other words, 1920 pixels wide by 1080 pixels high. It's sort of the opposite of what you're going to find for TikTok and the other videos where it's 9:16. Basically, it's kind of the opposite. or YouTube Shorts is the same way. You're going to want the same video size that you would for TikTok and Instagram Reels. They're app friendly. They're more mobile friendly. But YouTube is both mobile and web, so this is the size they require. And in the next video, I'm going to go over this in more depth, but to knock out several birds with one stone, this way I get a YouTube video created, and also I generate a blog post, and even more. You can, with the system I'm about to show you, you can even write a whole book this way if you want to. I use my YouTube captions to write my blog posts because it's just easier for me that way. What I do is I do my video first and upload it to YouTube. And it can take up to a day, but then you have YouTube captions, which you copy, and I'm going to show you that in the next video. I use that to form my blog post, and then I embed the video in my blog post. I'm going to show you how to do all this, but when I say use them to form my blog post, no, I don't just copy and paste them word for word. I clean them up a little bit. And, you know, I do plan what I'm going to say before I do my videos, but I don't script it down to the detail. It's just easier for me to speak it out loud, to say it this way, than to write a blog post. But anyway, I hope that if you haven't already started a YouTube channel, unless you're one of the people who's just scared of Google, and I understand that, I'm just going to say one of the easiest, the simplest thing you're overlooking to make passive income is creating a YouTube channel. You could get monetized quickly, and you don't have to just do one channel. You can do as many as you want. This has been Liz Jones. Hope to see you again next time.